Well, hello. Good time zones, everybody, and welcome, for it is Wednesday, and we have made it to the middle of the week. You find me fertling in my storeroom. I mean, somebody's got to. Adding a little bit of detail just because, and it was something to do for 2 minutes whilst waiting for stream to start. I mean, why not? Gotta do something occasionally. Little teeny, just throwing a few chests and barrels and bits around. Throwing a barrel around. Sounds like something out of the Highland Games. Yay! The Scottish Decathlon. Throw a barrel around, throw a caber around, drink the entire contents of the barrel, and then try and remember what the other 7 things were after drinking the entire barrel. Oh yeah, there's the stones as well. Wow, it's gonna be a start like that, isn't it? Let's see. Welcome into Blast Jordan, who's arrived with chocolate. Always a good thing to roll in with. Frauke with chili. Ooh. This is turning into a bring your own food thing. I love it. Welcome in, Frauke. Welcome into True Purple as well. Then we have the bot parade. Welcome into the Merry White House bot, to Stream Elements, and to Seri. Always good to see all the bots. True Purple. True Purple. I think I said hello already, but I'm going to say hello again. I don't know why. The scurrying begins, and Blast is on a 169 scurries. 169. Woohoo! Oh my. Urban, welcome in, and thank you for trying to make it harder for me to catch up. Occasionally I've got to. But thank you for the lurk, and I hope you have some nice noms and food. Urban asked for me not to catch up, so it's one of those jokes. Why did Carl Fredrickson hang his house with balloons? He wanted to catch up. Uppies! Uppies! Plenty of chili to spare and share, even. You only ever make it in big batches. Woohoo! You did have to name check the character in Up to make sure. Of course. Carl is definitely... It's the kid that I can never remember the name of. Canadian Dragon, welcome in. And Elkhorn, Moose and Squirrel. Always good to see you. And hey, what do you know? I've even managed to catch up. Woohoo! Hey, I've caught up. I've caught up. I've caught up. Moving on. Oh great, now I'm gonna have the tune from Inspector Gadget stuck in my head. Just what I needed. Should send you a balloon to catch up to, Scots. And we have a Natu in chat as a Pokemon, for anyone who might be interested in trying to catch it. Let's see, do I have one of those? Yes. It is a Tier C, it's a Flying Psychic, and it's a Gen 2, so I don't think, other than just catching something, which is a thing.
I'll get you, Gadget, wherever you are.
Yes.
Curse you, Gadget.
Exactly, Alcorn. Exactly. Although I still wonder, where the heck did Penny get all those toys from? Because, boy, did she and Brains basically keep everything running. Where did I leave my bed? There's my spare bed. Also, what the heck is in these? Nothing of use. Let's borrow the cobble. 4, 5, 6, 11, 79, 69, dudes. Today on Scotsman's reading out random numbers from his head, of course. Let's see. So, we managed to fill in the interior of the building behind me. 42! Hey, Sci-Fi. Welcome in. So that building now has a full interior and room for Gordons. So. God, I'm sounding more like Joel Smallish Beans the way I do my intros nowadays. I'd like to figure out where we're going to put other stuff around here. Because, well, if you look at the camera count, we've got this huge area that is not been, how should we put it, not been developed down the, and this is quite a large proportion of the castle. It's surprising just how much of the castle I still have to build. It's been many months, and Scotsman still has huge areas of land that have not been developed. And can't sleep. Why does a moon rock taste better than an earth rock? The moon rock is a little meteor. Yeah. You went to see your doctor because every time you crouch down you see Donald Duck, and every time you stand up you see Mickey Mouse. He asked me how long I've been having these Disney spells. Nordic Wolf, welcome in. You can't hear me because you're at the DMV, muted with no audio. Well, look after yourself, Nordic Wolf. Hopefully that the DMV will be okay. I'm not quite sure why I'm rapping DMV. It's more Scatman, Scotsman. The Punning Society. I know I'm only in the top corner of the screen at the moment. The Punning Society. Really. But yes, so moving right along. Good luck avoiding the sloths. Yeah, just don't let them drive. They try to drive a little bit faster. We've got this large area here, which could be interesting. We've got space here. We need to have this path join up somehow. And we need a path out the front of this building. We need to join up to this path. We need this path to go somewhere. We need everything to link into here eventually. We get to play with Karma a little bit. Hello, Karma. Or not. Kind of feel like this area could be good for a small building. Good time zones. Feg also lurking with no audio. So many people lurking with no audio. Thank you to those who are lurking, even if you can't hear me. I have no idea how I'm gonna cope with. I kind of feel like this would be nice to have another building here. Can you also pass that on to Nordic Wolf as well, please? I wouldn't like to say thank you to Feg if I didn't say, audio doesn't stop the puns. I've just tried to face the camera in cam account. Really? Right. I do have a note over here that I want to put an Arsenal in, and not the football club. Because that seems sensible. Really? No, audio doesn't stop. It's a wonderful world, oh no. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So, I do believe we were thinking, in the past, yes, we were thinking, it's dangerous, why not a sports ball field? Sports ball! That might be good in this area. This area could do with something. This area, I think, is where I wanted to put an arsenal. Which I'm going to have to think about how the heck I do the design of these buildings, because I probably want to reproduce something similar. We've got this style of building. Actually, I think it's probably better to go with this style of building for the arsenal. Just make it in solid. One bird can't make a pun, but two can. Ow. Elk. That hurt. That hurt. Hello, Hunter. Thank you for slumping over in phone call exhaustion. I hope you're okay. Try not to be too worn down. Right. So if we... Right. No, wrong one. Would it be better to have the... Yes, it would be better to have the... Just dealing with estate agents is taking it out of you. Estate agents definitely take it out of anybody. And take it out on anybody as well, I suspect. Let's see. How wide is this building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? 10. Right, hold on. Let's just double check my maths. Why did the banana go to the doctor's? He wasn't peeling well. Oh, God. No! Have mercy! Have mercy! Danish Viking, welcome in. The SLA have started moving around and rattling a bit. Dear, someone cracked open the Pandora's box of bird jokes. Uh-oh. Can we have hope at the bottom? Why are penguins the most trustworthy birds of the animal kingdom? They're black and white. Oi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's the middle. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Good time zones, Raven. Welcome in. Elcon corrupted you. Oh, good lord. Ah, dear. Shades Elcon's tea for a slice of cake. Ooh. Ooh. What type of cake? What type of cake? Madeira? Red velvet? Chocolate? Chocolate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Arg? Arg. A curve, a cube. A cube. What's the fastest fish in the world? A motor pike. Caramel and fudge or chocolate and banana. I'm not really a banana fan. Never have been. Okay. Right, okay, we've worked out the first corner of this building. Whoa. And thank you for that giant emote blast. Which one is that? That's, from... Oh, it's the bananas from Cat. Cat the Possum. There's the Cake-a-pult. Cake-a-pult. Okay, so if we think about this... Mr. Fuse, so starting over... you see, that's not a problem. That is a thank you for joining the streak there, Danish Viking, and... Oh no. Straight into blanket jail. I'm sorry, the Merry White House bot has already caught you. Still, it's your first one, so first offences aren't the worst. Cake launcher. You'll take the choco banana as long as there's no coconut. You're not picky. Just saying there's no requiring no Does requiring no coconut not count as picky? No coconut. Coconut is evil. I can see the logic there. That's sand. There's the dirt. You're waiting for peach season to begin. Does that help with cake? We really need to make the cake over internet protocol. Oh, ooh. Cake over internet protocol sounds lovely. I'll hydrate. And thank you for the hydrate, Parker. Cakes were for birthday last week. By the end of next week, there might be another cake celebration. Woo! And a stretch. Oh, yep, there goes one of the shoulders. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Fag. And everybody else, remember, hydrate, stretch. Look after yourselves, it is important. Boing. 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 Right. One, two, three, four. Here. I realise I'm already lower on this side, but hey, we're only a block off. What's a block off between friends? Or enemies, for that matter. Love coconut, despise coconut-flavoured things. They somehow don't taste like coconuts to you. It does help with cake, because you want to make a new type of cake you've never tried or seen, and you need peaches for it. Ooh. 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 Not the FC. There. Fnabbling benzoaldehyde. No, there's no O in that. Benzaldehyde? I'm not quite sure I want to know what benzaldehyde is. It sounds like one of those things that you don't want to get on anything. I still have a quarter of a pot of cherries to eat. Alright, so if we do that as a building, so a central building similar to this, we can put a extension on it similar to... I love the way that this building has, like... How many different wings are there on this building? Okay, a few. We can do another wing of this building going out over here. And that's a flexible length. It doesn't actually matter how long we make it, because it's as long as we want. Oh dear, that's painful, Raven. I hope that you feel better. And we have a Skitty in chat for those who are after their Pokemon. Type C, normal, Gen 3. Gen 3 is a weekly. Yep. Thank you for for advising us of the weekly. Whoop. Krish! Welcome in, and we've got Juggles Yellow. Do you want the whole name to be Juggles Yellow? We have a Gordon! Just as well we've now got areas for them. Whee! No, his name is Juggles. Okay. Why the yellow? The armor. I'm a Fnurble. I'm sorry, I misread that. I read the Juggles bit and thought you were redeeming a Gordon. I am a derp. I am a derp. I am a derp, derp, Fnurble, derp. Right. Oh. Fnebbling, Fnurble, Scots. Fnebbling, Fnurble, Scots. Fnebbling, Fnurble, Scots. Trying to find a Krish. There's a Krish. Right. Juggles is in building 2 and is getting leather armor. 2602. 2. It was the 11 that I was getting wrong. Right. Notes have been updated. Let's go and buy some armor. Boing. Boing. Do you want it to be solid yellow, Krish? Been an entire year. There is nothing to say. Oh, they grow so fast. Entirely yellow. Entirely yellow it shall be. Let me go and find my my local money box. Dang it, was trying for a timer ball, lagged further than he thought. Here's a hint, Elcorn. There is a pair of YouTube channels. One of them is Demon Rider. That particular channel has a bot in it which will tell you when to throw a timer ball. It's part of the Pokemon community thingamy. It's one of the ones that actually helps run it. Let me get this right. That one. That's a useful channel to be aware of. There is another one, and both are linked off of the app. Anyway, but it does have, as I say, it has a ping for when you should throw a timer ball. Whee! Following that channel also gets an extra 5% in Poké Dollars. Ooh. Some extra Poké Cash. For those days when you need to get some cash. Pokemoola! Hey, Pixie. Welcome in. Good time zones. Hashtag free Pixie. I'm going to buy from Egon today. So, boots. Cap. Tunic. Pants. Oh goodness, Sentret doesn't show up very often. And why do I have a leather cap in there? Oh well, who knows. Right, boots, pants, tunic, cap, and refill my water bucket. Always useful remembering that you can wash your leather. Math Girl, welcome in, and thank you for a 5-stream streak and booping that button. And it looks like, yes, you've made it. The Merry White House bot has not caught you. 2 yellow, 1 pink per Okay, 2 yellow, 1 pink per armor. Interesting. Somebody's been using a color scheme checker. Because there ain't no way in heck I would understand that one otherwise. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 pink. 4. 2 yellow, 1 pink per armor. Ooh. Pink's nice to have. Ah. Oh, no. I'm not sure about flesh tone. It's an interesting yellow. It's sort of a tanned yellow. Right, let's go and add this to... It's me colored. Ah, it's based on your color scheme in here. Building 2. I nearly went over to building 6 for some reason. Hello, building 2. I come to visit. Hi. Oh. Why am I not surprised that the first thing I find is the brain cell? I found the brain cell and it's bouncing around. World doomed. Guys, let me in. Boing, 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 boing. Let's see. Where are you? Juggles! Hello, Juggles. Cohen the Barbarian and Shumway and who's that hiding in the middle? Soyent Smickle. Guys, I'm trying to show Krish their armor stand. Can you give me some room here? It's not so much invisible with the oak planks as invisible with all of the Gordons. There it is. There we are, Krish. Thank you so much for... Thank you for the redeem. Okay. Look, guys. Guys, I know you're excited to have a new piece of armor up here. There we are. That's better. Ooh, that's a nice grouping of colours, actually. Chaos Twin! Apparently, the brain cell really, really wants to make sure I know where it is. Guys, you can't keep pushing me around. Good lord. Let me out. Bye. Good lord. Sometimes, I swear, pillagers just get in the way. But, yes, as I said, thank you so much for storing up those points there, Krish. And, it's not that long a time frame since you recruited Juggles. Bug off, brain cell. You don't want any intelligence scrubbing off. Around here, there's not much chance of that from me. So what I'm thinking is... I say that word again.
I said that word again. I do not think it means what you think it means.
We have over here a sloped roof concept. So what I'm thinking is I can use this sloped roof concept and have it on the end of this building. Got alert, got your usual Phasmo session in the morning, must sleep, here for your check-in to keep your streak. Kel, thank you for joining us for the lurk. It is lovely to see you, even for a little bit, Chaos Twin. And have fun with Phasmo, yes. So I'm thinking we can have the angled roof go down the side of the cliff a bit, and then use that to hide a staircase that takes you into the armory, and have the armory built into the cliff. You need to brush up on ghosty hunty skills. Yes, there's rumors that there's something strange in the neighborhood. We're gonna find some ghost busting at the weekend. Oh my. Right. But yes, I think that's to hide the ramp or staircase down from... So we use this building as the main entrance to the armory, and then have it go downwards and have the armory built into the cliff. And that, I think, would be rather nice. Yeah, that's about the same sort of time frame for Mead Blast. Expect a group DM, hunters. Got details of how things are going to work. How's it going to work? Yes, Scotsman is going to try and push Blast Jordan in front of them and sacrifice Blast to the... oh no, sorry. I shouldn't be saying that bit out loud. To the ghosties. I'm waiting for the mock indignation of a hey from Blast, because you know full well I'm not going to. No need to do that, you'll just sacrifice yourself. Landstrad! It's good to see you back. I hope everything's okay. And if it isn't, I hope that it's on the way to being okay. It goes as it goes. Okay. As always, will not poke, push, prod, pry. But it is good to see you anyway. So, welcome back. As always, it is nice to see people. Joke's on you, you can't push each other in that game anyway. As if that's... I was about to say, you might not be able to push someone, but you can close the door in their face. Ritsu, welcome in. Krish, thank you. Thank you for the lurk, Krish, and thank you for another armor redeem. It's always lovely to see the armor getting added to the pillagers, and Krish will return in approximately 20,000 channel points. That feels like it should be the end of a TV. You know, it's like at the end of a film. It's like James Bond will return in The Man Who Needed 20,000 channel points. Krish will return for an armor upgrade in 20,000 channel points. The pillager with the golden armor. No, we don't do that one. You know what I mean. I'm not manic, honest. I just happen to be this broken. Right. You don't even know what state your Gordons are in anymore. Does this place class as a state? I mean, it's Gordonstein. Let's find out for you, Elkhorn. Boing. Squirreling off into the distance again. Hey ho, hey ho. Meh. Too late. Elkhorn. We have an Elkhorn book. So, let's have a look. G. Gordon Godfrey is in a full set of copper. Flash, is in a full set of copper. Tickle Me Gordon is in a full set of copper. Karma's there. Inevitable. There we are. So, your Gordons are all in copper. Good night, Kel. Love your faith. Tier C Gen 4 Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in catching a Chateau. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 Gordons. 3 Gordons, 2 Ravagers, and your 3 Gordons are all in copper. Where's this book go? There it is. What's the state of Blast Jordans? Reeling and hiding from all the bad puns. Blast. Iron helmet and leather armor for no Blast Jordan. Leather on safety second. Brian Selbank on leather. Exponential Crisis has no armor at all. And a Ravager. So, we're getting a full tier upgrade for Elkhorn for G. Gordon Godfrey. So that takes us to Iron. Helps if I remember that it's 2026. So G. Gordon Godfrey is getting Iron. Which building are they in? 2. Did I get that right for Krish? Yes. Okay, that's alright. And Exponential Crisis. What color armor blast? Right. Time to go shopping again. Hop high this way, hop high that way, hop high this way, my oh my. Alarm bell red. Right. I have 32 emeralds. Everything blue. When I'm feeling blue. Yeah. Blooby-dooby-doo, blooby-dooby-doo. Except for a red hat. Right. Sir. Iron leggings. Thank you. Actually, I should probably check if I've got any iron armor in storage. I've got a chest plate. Why do I have so many chest plates? Did I accidentally goof and buy many chest plates all at once? Probably. 5. 1. Does anyone sell iron booties? Iron booties. There we are. 4? 1. Thank you. I was about to say, at least sell me some iron booties for a decent price. And we need a full set of leather armor for Blast Jordan as well. Well, Exponential Crisis. And thank you for the pillager upgrades. As always, it is lovely to get distracted by you all. Boing, ding, ding. No. And as the sun sets over in the distance, we wonder why those armor stands all have pants and nothing else. Today on questions the Scotsman wishes he hadn't asked. You know, this display is pants. Am I offering armor trims yet? Nope, not yet. Sorry, Elk. Not yet. I've just bought a cap again. I don't know why I keep buying caps when I don't need them. Because I've got one. I have not yet worked out how armor trims will function. Because it's one of those things where it could get very expensive. I mean, it is going to be very expensive because it's eight diamonds per trim anyway, and they don't tend to go. Just curious if this is going to be a separate thing or part of the diamond or netherite tier. I think it's going to be a separate thing. But I haven't figured out how. It'll probably be one redeem gets you a full set of trims. You get to pick where and what. Rabbit! Ooh, I'm out of blue. That's not helpful. How am I out of blue? Maybe the tier after netherite. I don't know if it'll be after netherite, because it might be that I actually set it as something that you can buy at any tier, because there will be people who don't want to go beyond leather, honestly, and want to have trimmed leather. I mean, we've done trimmed leather so well in some areas. I mean, just look at what we did for Frauke. God, that was expensive. I used to have some sanity. Right. So, it was a red cap. Oh yeah, the netherite trim. Exactly. It's not so much the fact that it will be the netherite armor level. It'll be that I charge... Oh, hold on. I probably set the cost at something half extortionate to ensure that whatever you ask for as the trim doesn't bankrupt me. So it will not be like 20,000 points. It'll probably be like 40-odd thousand points or something at a guess, because it's a lot of diamonds and a lot of good tier trims based on trim material. I could, but that's a lot of things to, a lot of redeems to have, which makes it very complicated. Right. G. Gordon Godfrey. Right. G. Gordon Godfrey. Cohen. Shumway. Spoiler. Daisy Lowe. Swain Smickle. Brain Cell. Fitz. There we are. G. Gordon Godfrey is not getting leather armor. Let's get this right. And they're not getting dirt. That's a bit unfair. Right. Willikins. Would you get out of the way? Good lord. There we are, Elkhorn. A full upgrade to iron for you. Thank you so much for that. And let's go and put this into... there's a chest down here somewhere. Yeah, that feels like it's probably the one. Not quite sure why there was no helmet. And... which building was Exponential Crisis in? Was it in this building? No. Apparently not. Did I leave this door open? Guys, I'd like to get out now. Why did I just see water dripping? Oh, okay. Pokes the heavily modded Stardew Valley a wave. A wave? Where am I going? I've forgotten. Building 1. That would do it. Wait. A party. Given this building 1, home of the mosh pit. Home of the mosh pit, free of the demons. I mean, look at this. Ah. It's not your fault. No, it's not. You have to assume that I have no idea what I'm doing at the best of times. Here we are. Exponential Crisis. Feels like something that I'm suffering from at the best of times. There we are. Last Jordan, thank you so much for getting some armor for Exponential Crisis. And for the distractions. He did not just say A, O, O, and O. A, O, A, O. A, O, A, O, A, O, A, O, A, O. A, O, A, O, A, O, A, O, E, O, E, O, E, A. Right. Home of the pillagers, land of the free, where all the madness comes with is here to be. I'm wondering what I'm doing here in the madness world, trying to remember what's going on. My nemesis is Scope. I will destroy Scope. Yeah, about that. It's creepy. Alright. Hey, Bad Moon, welcome in. Are you just rolling a random number and seeing what it comes up with? Let's see. Where's my shulker of... No. Oh, it must be one of these. No. There it is. A shulker. Hold on, I feel like I've got another shulker that's just random tough. Quite 82, I have questions and... oh my, I have... There's a hole in my sanity, dear. Oh, it was pale moss blocking that. I don't know why I thought that was tough. Right. Heil Hydrate. I ate part of the quiet sweat is my fortune today. This will probably be a lot easier once I put some leather on. Oh my. Thank you for the hydrate, Ritsu. Can't even count your kids, apparently. That sounds... Yep, that sounds like a recent one. Yep, 2026. And a stretch to go with everything. Oh, yep. Thank you. And everybody joining the scurry. It's lovely to have that as well. Hey, thank you. Right. Where were we? Halfway up a tree is my sanity gonna be. It's wondering just what's going on. We've got a polywag in chat. It's a monotype for those who are in need of those. So what I'm thinking here is that I've taken the wrong turn at Albuquerque. No, I haven't. This is the building. So my distraction level is fairly high today, but I'm doing okay. I'm thinking we do a building similar to this for the armory. So let's see, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Yeah, on the corners. How are things going, Glow 6? Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gives me my height, which is an important thing to work out. You need to know how high you need to be. Because if you don't know how high you're trying to be, it's very difficult to work out whether or not you're in a 420 quote or not. Exactly. Whoop. I really wish I could remember what the heck the sniffer was doing and why it was so high. I suspect it's something that was... I suspect it was something while we were over in Jurassic World with the sniffer farm. Let's see. It feels like it. I was working on their wall. Yeah, that feels entirely apt. I'm not surprised. The sniffers were cranky that day and getting very high. So if that's there, I'm thinking a 3-wide doorway for... You appear to have lost some width. Dear my. I'm thinking we make a fairly substantial door here, since this is going to be an armory. Let's go. I can use some of the styling tricks that I've been tinkering with whilst over in Wilderness recently. That's not where I wanted that. Let's pick that up and try that again. This is where my build styles start merging and get a little bit, how should we put this? Confused. Confused.com? Yes. Welcome back, Raven. I hope the meeting wasn't too terrible. One of those. 2 of those. And we'll leave it at that for the moment. Let's see. 1, Tor. Tor. Nope, just the same daily stand-up. Ah. That feels like it fits with the sort of style that we've got for the Gordons all over the dang place. I mean, actually, do we have a door style? No. If we've got a door style anywhere, it's going to be the entrance to the Great Hall. Oh. Ooh, really? Well, thank you for coming in, Bad Moon. Have a good day. Where did that half slab go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Nope. Okay, so so what I can probably do is get away with turning those into stairs. Lotus! Meow, meow, meow. That's a thunderstorm. Okay, who ordered a thunderstorm? I did not order a thunderstorm. Yeah. You did. Why? Are you gremlining? Oh, Lotus is stuck in blanket gel. Oh no! Sorry, Lotus. I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me free! Let me free! Hashtag free Lotus. How? Right, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so about there is probably a good place to. So I'm going to put it there, so we've got extra height in here. Thank you for coming in, Urban. Look after yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. And I feel like we probably want to go with... I'm going to go with the deep slate and... actually, no. I think the copper is probably the right colour for the roof of the Armory. A metal roof for the Armory feels like it would be a good, sensible thing, but it's copper and polished deep slate. So let's get some polished deep slate. Yes, I know, I'm working on the roof before I've built anything, and more to the point, I'm building a roof off the side of the building before I built anything. This should not surprise anyone. But actually, without knowing where the roof lands, I can't figure out where to build the end wall, and if I don't know where to put the end wall, I can't figure out where to put the floor, and it's all joined together. And it's all gone together when it goes. That's polished blackstone, that's polished... oh, those are polished deep slate stairs, those are polished deep slate slabs. No, wrong one. It's this area that's got my... No, ooh, no, there it is. I'm going to bring quite a bit of cobbled deep slate because I think we'll need it. No, wrong way. Let's just go through this building. Hi, guys. Don't mind me. Just coming through. I love the fact that I just keep cutting corners by going through all the buildings in this place. Ow. Signs your builds are a little bit complicated. You can walk from one side of the world to the other and go through several buildings to get there. Okay, let's see. I need slabs and stairs and blocks and things, and slabs and stairs and blocks and things. Do-da, do-da, and slabs and stairs and blocks and things. Do-da, do-da, de-oh-oh. Ay-oh. Alright, first one. A block, and then that gets a stair, and then that has 2 half slabs, and then the half slabs have a half slab and a stair. Whoops, no. A stair. Not there. And then that stair has a block, and the block has a slab. No. There's a stair, and then a slab, and then... Wait, really? 2 slabs. And a slab, and a stair. I'm stealing a design that I've already got. Kind of useful when I do this. Consistency. It's always useful to be able to actually borrow ideas from other parts of the world, join them together, and come up with... there's a cliffside there. I just looked down and was like, oh. That should have been a stair, not a block. I'd say, let's see, how far down have we gotten? So that would normally get a block, a stair, and 2 half slabs. I feel like that might be the... Yeah, that feels like the right length, because it's not quite jutting out over the end of the cliff. And it's not gone too far beyond that. Sorry, let me show you from this angle. I feel like if I do that, that is a good distance. We have visitors. Excuse me. Hi. Hello. I wasn't expecting untrained visitors. Do you have your permit for visiting? Are you permitted for this area? Do you have your visitor's permits, your entry and exit visas, and more importantly, any clue where you are? Oh, you're downhill over there. Look, guys. We have plenty of perfectly well trained. Whoops. Oh, that hillside got in the way. We're sorry, the recruitment office is presently full. If you'd like to come back another time. Where are you? Oh, you sneaky little blighter. Right. We're sorry. The recruitment office is presently closed. We are not accepting any new reservations. We will, however, take your rum. Ooh, it's a bad omen. 3 of rum. That's nice. Yay for free rum. And we have a Wingull in chat, and it is a Gen 3 weekly for those who are attempting to catch Pokemon this week. Boing, boing. Somewhere down there's probably a banner. Honestly, I'm not worried about the banner. I'm only interested in their rum. Yes, that seems incredibly appropriate. I've stolen their rum and killed them for it. On brand. On brand, if nothing else. Have I got this the right way? Let me just double check that I've counted this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this was 11, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. That's good. We're actually on Spa. I'm just going to put the rum in there for the moment. Actually, got through quite a lot of half slabs. Right. Half slab. This is going to be an interesting build. Ow. There's never a happy ghast around when you could really use one. Happy Ghost. Do 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 do. Happy Ghost. Happy Ghost. Do 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 do. I'm not sure I even know where I'd put a Happy Ghost area in this section of the world. I'm not even sure I need one. I mean, having a Happy Ghost in this section of the world feels like it would be a little bit over the top. Over the top? In a Scotsman build? Unthinkable. Inconthinkable. I do not think that means anything. Okay, welcome in. Scope creep of unusual size? I don't believe that exists. Off to bed for spring cleaning day tomorrow. Look after yourself, Blast, and thank you for joining us. Still, at least I've not tried to use... what was it? Stealth Intimidation. God, that video made me laugh. What do you get when you push Easter eggs down a hill? Spring rolls. Oh, good lord. Hi, busy at work. Well, thank you for being here, Kay. Hopefully work's not too evil. I mean, work is always evil. It's part of the job title, really. Ow. Fine. I'll just drop scaffolding all over the hillside. Over hill, over dale, Scotsman scaffolds gone everywhere. Really? Ooh. I need to fill in this cave. Phrasing carefully chosen. Yeah, apparently we've been getting zombies down here. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. It's a problem for future Scots. You know, like 2 days from now. Is that a chicken? Yes, of course it is. Okay, so I don't need that. There's no way that that's... Right. Yeah. Yeah! Oops. Gravity works. 2 days from now, I'll be on idiotic. Yep. Okay, it's a problem for Scots 3 days from now. Because filling in holes in the world tends to be a I don't need to do this on stream sort of thing. Okay, I've reached the bottom. Thank Fnurbles for that. Right, let's see if we can get the gap between these two joined together so that we can at least... Oh no. Before I plummet myself again... Ow. Piece of scaffold. Ooh, piece of scaffold. Ooh, piece of scaffold. Ooh, piece of scaffold. How in Fnurbles do I build this? Ooh, piece of scaffold. That was unintentional. Okay, there may be a lot of hillside reshaping ahead. No, that's too high. That's too low, but we can work from there. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Oh, I've run out of stairs. I'm short by 3? Of course I am. 3 stairs off my wagon. Oh. I'll hydrate. Ooh, my back just went crunch while I leaned forward to pick up the squeaky bottle of doom. Ah. Pretty sure your back isn't supposed to go crunch. It's crunchy back. Thank you, Fag. Whoop. One of those. One of those. Is stretch out of stock? Apparently not. Stretch. You're obviously just a few seconds earlier. Okay. Ah. I should probably eat. I feel like dropping myself off a cliff a few dozen times is probably not healthy. Oh, that's nice. So I'm looking at this and thinking, with the roof on this section, and the roof on this section, and a wall going down, this is going to look really quite... Hey, Chris. Welcome in. And thank you for always paying attention and making sure that I do remember to eat. And look after myself. But yeah, I think this is going to look rather nice. What I'm thinking is I will build up the cliff to match the bottom of the building, and I might actually reinforce the cliff in a few places. So it looks like it's been heavily reinforced and turned into the art. So all of this is going to be where we store weapons. I'm thinking, you know, quite a few weapons. What sort of weapons would pillagers have in an armory? I mean, they've all got their crossbows close to them at the best of times. Because pillagers. Ooh, no, uphill. Appies. Spare crossbows. Yeah. Giant dragon killing trebuchet crossbows. Coming out of a 3-wide doorway? I mean, it's a lovely idea, but trebuchet crossbow. Trebuchet crossbow. Are you? What the heck's a trebuchet crossbow? Ooh, spears. Spears sounds good. I'm half tempted to keep a Ravager in here. Or at least allow for a Ravager to be kept in here. Ballista. Okay, so we've got the placement and the shape and size of this building done. So that's one building located. Let's think this through sensibly. I know we've got this pen here, which are basically giant crossbows that throw oversized spears. Ah. Part of me says, cool. I may have to build one on top of this thing. We have a monotype Pokemon in chat, for those who might want it. I wonder if instead of doing that sort of enclosed building type roof, we chop off at that level and make it more like one of those roofs and have a ballista on the just, you know, at the top of this. Ooh, weapons platform above, on the top of... Yes, because if you think about it, you'd want to be... Maybe not a ballista, but a lot of armaments and so forth on the top of this as a way of protecting it. That feels sensible. So, yeah. Let's... Right. Nope. Hold on. Focus, Scots. It's not just a small car. Squirrel. Oh, hey, I got the sage drop. Another pen like this over here would probably be good. Meow. Is that throwing shot put? Dang. That's heavy duty. Okay. So we give a new pen for another Ravager over here. Actually, we might just make it a sheep pen. Thank you, Raven. That's cool. Yes, one of those. I have no idea how I'm going to make it in Minecraft, but I'm thinking one of these on the top of this, underneath a roof similar to these, would be really rather cool. Effectively a heavy weapons depot. And if we do it with spears, that'll be quite cool. Right. Moving along mentally, because clearly I need to. I don't think this area is something that we can eat. This area is not a building area. Well, it could be. Ooh. I'm gonna put a small build. I'm gonna suggest a small building here. So let's put cobblestone in just to mark it. So say here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 here. Is that 11? And is that roughly in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking a half version of one of these buildings. And then we just have an open front and we turn it into, say, a... Yeah, this one might be another... Yeah, this one could be a small stables. Nothing particularly large. Figure that out. Blah. Hi. Where did you come from? I'm not carrying a shield. What do we get? Basic bad omen. There seem to be an awful lot of I keep forgetting banners will do that. There seem to be a lot of roving pillager parties today. It would have been more. It would be much nicer if it was a wandering trader, because we haven't had one of those for a while. 25 stream streak from Blacklad Wanderer. 25 squirrels scurrying fast towards the nearest pub. The King's Nuts. Inside you see a lurking vampire. Welcome in, Blacklad, and thank you for the 25 stream streak, which you've escaped from the Mary Whitehouse bot. 6-2. You're doing quite well there. Thus proving it is so random. Okay. If we put half a building there, we can put something out the front of it. Maybe not a Ravager stable, but turn it into something like outdoor area for the Gordons. I'm thinking this area here. So we've got the furnaces. Sorry, wrong camera. We've got the furnaces here. Hi and bye, and lurking. Well, thank you for the lurk, Blacklad. We could put another building just here. Sort of this area. Not a big one. Another half one, perhaps. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can start dotting in smaller buildings, I think. Just a couple of them. Nothing major, but something to help fill in some of the space. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. We've got this style of building that we could reuse. I forgot about this one. The sort of more farmer's hut type building. I forgot we've got these as a concept in this area. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's. There's 2 more of the blighters. Why is this area riddled with? Don't ask. It's probably best not to ask. Yeah. So these these small buildings that I've been placing in, I think we make them out to be bits like this. And we can... Really? Rain again? Then we can make them more sort of smaller, open building type concept. And use them as storerooms, open areas, etc. So that would be perfect for this. Hold on, how long... How big is that building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25? That's quite large, he says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That said, it's almost the perfect shape for fitting into this area. Yes. I need a... Hold on. I'm going to steal. I don't need to know that this is the Armory anymore. Okay, so we can turn this into something similar to what we've got in Lower Gordonstein, and that would actually fit really nicely in that gap. And because it's a low building, it's not going to overshadow the area. And we can probably... Yeah, that works. That works. At which point, I'm tempted to... Yeah, not have this here. Skip this for the moment. We might turn this into a parade ground area, similar to what we've got further uphill. But this area here, where we've got this... So this walk... we can move. So we turn the ramp down into this area. So we put the path here. So if we put the path there, which gives us a lot more space and consistency, because then we bring it in to join with this. Yeah. And then we bring the path around this way. To link to the end of this. We completely ignore the cow that's sat in the middle of nowhere. I'm so tempted to stick a lead on that cow and drag it into the animal pen up here. Actually, let's do that. You, sir. Yes, sir. You, sir. Moo, sir? Moo, sir? You, sir. Yes, sir. Ow. Suddenly a catapulting cow. It's a cow, a catapulting cow, and it's escaping to the wild. Excellent. Now we've got 3 cows. Because, of course, you need more cows. So, if we've got that going over to there. Ah! That's the back of that sign. I think we will take out some of this. And we have a Sea King in chat, for those who may be interested in catching whatever the heck that is. It is a Gen 1 water type. So that makes it a monotype, which is good for the weeklies. Okay, if we do a little bit of landscaping, I reckon we can bring in another small building here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if we make this the same as the one that I've just placed in in this area. So we do another low building. Question is, do we dig into the hill to place it, or raise the hill to place it? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. That feels like a lower the land, because then it would be more on a par with that and not block the landscape view from there. So if we take the landscape down to here, so bring it down to that level. That gives us a bit more flexibility about where to put this. So we can probably consider having it start sort of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sort of here. Welcome to planning. Occasionally I do it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that becomes here. Which takes us... Yeah, that's a bit better. And then what we'll do is lower this landscape a bit. Why does this feel like it's been filled in by me? I don't know. This has that... There's a lot of dirt involved in this. I wonder if I leveled off this area of hillside already at some point. Goodness, still got to go down quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, blimey. That's a big drop. Are we at a point where I can sleep to get rid of the... I'd love to sleep, except I don't know where my bed is. Where did I put my... There it is. It's always good when I can't remember where I placed my bed. Let's put away that. Oh yeah. Moving this that way is probably a fantastic idea, because it gives me the space to do this. That's a very soggy bed, isn't it just? My bed's damp. Ooh, off by 1. Oh well, that's fine. This feels like an awful lot of landscaping. But honestly, if I drop it by this much, the whole building is going to disappear. Which actually might be quite nice. Because it's going to blend into the landscape a lot. Because if we take that out, then we'll have that, we'll have the ramp. It may be that the whole building needs to go sideways a bit. So, yeah. Bring it over to here a little. Let's see, where's the... So I think we can make sure that this is on the top of a sort of cliff edge, as it were. So... does that feel like a good shape? Yeah, because then that looks like that is on the edge of... And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So take out 1. So 7 wide. That's still a good width for a ramp down. My inventory's full. This gives us 3 more buildings to place. One of which is going to be the arsenal. One of which is going to be some sort of outside area for the pillagers, one of which I haven't got a plan for, but I've got a location for. Always good to know what you're building. No, this side. Let's put away that. Tough was in the one next to it, apparently. And stone was in this one, but we've got full on stone, so let's put all dirt in here for the moment. And stone can go in there. And do we have space for polished? Yeah. Retainer wall or just the building? I suspect there will be a bit of both. Yeah, we've got a mix of both here, so it'll probably be similar to this. I hope you all enjoyed that dance party. Yeah. So, as I sort of commented, and I know you've been watching me mine through the side, what we have is we've got this style already for a retaining wall / natural wall. I think I would like to do something similar to this further down here, so that we've got more of the same style of landscaping. I think that would fit nicely here as a way of having the retaining wall for the ramp and for the retaining wall next to the building. And then we may do the same further down here around this edge of cliff, supporting the building here. And then this section of cliff, I think we've already said, I'm going to rip out most of this so that we can put the grandstand and more Ravager pens in.
Oh god, we've got to build the grandstands now. Why are we putting grandstands in? Because it's a racetrack.
So there's all sorts of things planned, apparently. Because I can't help myself.
I'm beyond saving. I'm beyond saving.
Help me, help me. What I have realised I'm doing is I'm cutting into the edge of where the ramp can be. The more of this I bring in, so let's put in some of this again. So this is probably more likely to be where there's going to be landscaped. So that'll that section with the ramp will probably be more like this bit here, where you've got a lot more sort of solid landscaping to hold up the ramp. Cool. Anyone would think we actually had past form for this style.
Good grief, he's thinking and doing bits again.
Oh no, he's planning.
Not again, Mr. Mannering. He's planning. He's planning, Mr. Mannering.
While I'm waiting to sleep, let's have a quick snack. Is it scope creep though? I'm not sure it counts as scope creep if it's an area of the world that we definitely needed to fit or fix. I just didn't actually know what I was going to do with it until now. I still don't. I just know roughly the shape of the building and the shape of the area that I'm going to put the building in. And we have a Gen 6? Goodness. This area definitely needed more scope creep. It definitely needed something. It hadn't been thought through, which I suspect was a bit of the problem. Here we find a Scotsman realizing he hasn't thought through a build. Really? As if. Would I ever think through a build? Hey, Bo! Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I had to double check mentally that it's still Wednesday. You catch me deciding that a large area of landscape needs to no longer exist. And thank you for joining the scurry. All of this to put a building in.
Yep.
I love the way that I'm planning on raising the landscape for one building and lowering the landscape for another. Does that count as keeping it all in balance? There must be balance in the world. Scotsman lowers the world for one building whilst raising it for another. Actually, that might be a useful thing to do with all of this dirt. Use it to help help raise the landscape for the armory. Cool. If I just found something to do with all of this, all of the removal here. Good grief. He's planning again. Well, I've got decent tools. It's a shame I don't have. Oh. Hey, Shadow. Welcome in. And a hydrate and a stretch. Thank you. The act of lowering and raising terrain. I'll hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Oh, up we get. And a stretch. Thank you, Shadow Sky. So for those just arriving, this area of the world is going to be lowered to fit a building in. And this area of the world is going to be raised to support a building. And filled in to get rid of a cave. So that theoretically actually balances things, I hope. Not in the slightest. It's not going to be balanced. I don't know the word. I don't know the meaning of the word balance. Oh. Also don't know the meaning of the... what if the ground eroded after the building was built? What, you mean for the, for the armory? How did you get glitter in your armpit? Actually, don't answer that. It's glitter. The cliff needs more ground. What if it eroded after the building was built? I don't know. It depends on how long we think this has been here. Glitter anywhere equals glitter everywhere. Yep. Please ignore the shiny herpes. Moving on. Yeah, I don't know about having it erode more. We've already got a couple of areas where there's... I feel like we're probably trying to raise a building, or... Oh, hold on. There. We've already done something like that, haven't we? We have... Where is it? This area. Where they're trying to repair the edge of the castle. Where the cliff has already crumbled and fallen. And this building has been collapsed onto already. And so bits of this are where the cliff has collapsed already. So there is history in this world of where the land has moved. So I'm going to empty my inventory of dirt by building up the other cliff. Exactly. I take one down, I bring it up. Unfortunately, this is only providing dirt. It's not providing the other things I need to actually cliff everything, which would be stone, andesite, gravel, cobble, more stone, more andesite, and all of the other lovely fun materials that are needed. But it'll at least form the foundations, or the interior. Because unlike certain builders, I don't like to leave hollow landscape. Except when it's the caldera. I think the caldera was too dang big to make solid. I also use that as a way of mining out dirt. So there's entire areas of the world that have been mined out under the caldera just for extra dirt. God, I've still got 2 more layers to go? 3 more layers to go. Ugh. Maybe we are going to get a lot of stone out of this. Here we find a Scotsman turning a hill into a hole. Caldera is more of a covered mine than a hollow belt. True. I mean, we did actually use it to build things like Petra inside, and, well, there's that chessboard. For some reason. Still can't remember why we built a chessboard. It's like... I think it was just for the heck of it, wasn't it? Because chat. Okay, yeah. If you're willing to accept that it was all your fault. Chat. That's the royal chat. The royal chat. Similar to the royal we. Because I could and thought I should. Yeah, that feels right. What's the chat version of the royal we? Is that just chat? Because chat. Oh. Yeah, we're at that point where my inventory's filling up. Let's see, if we're bringing a ramp down here, I need gaps of 3? Yeah. How far back do I need to start to... Actually, let's go the other way around. Let's not work out how far back I need... How far forwards I need to dig it back. I should start at the back and work out how far what the sensible place that I can start from is, because I can always fill back in again. Right. So if we've got a ramp, which we don't, but we will, start it here. 1, 2, 3. So about here. So let's do this in 4s. 3, 4, 1. No, we can't do it in 4s. If we do that in 4s, we'll run out of land before we run out of hillside. Footy, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Is that 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that brings us a ramp down to this level. And actually, we probably need to go down a little bit more here. So we take out this much. where are we going down to? Oh, we're going down to here. Okay. So actually, we still need to go down one more. Which works. Which works, yeah. Oh dear. I'm sure you'll be fine, Footy. They are incredibly good at looking after you. No? Okay. Wow. That was an inventory full of dirt. Boing. Boing. Come fly with me as I bounce over things. Scotsman goes boing. Stuff for the fly out. Oh, goodness. I was about to ask, has anyone seen... helping you to not be thinking about it, which is probably a very useful thing for you right now. Have you seen the new mobs that they just announced today by way of updates to more of the Minecraft character skins? Oh, sorry, Minecraft mob skins, shapes, sizes, thingamies. Baby zombies. They look a bit like bobbleheads. Whoa. How low am I mining this? Probably another block or... I've got a layer that I've actually placed a block at to end it. Yeah, this low. This is how low we're going. It's basically re-landscaping to fit another building in. All the baby hostiles look like baubles. Did I see the copper blocks of the new note? Yeah, we're getting a trumpet. Hey, TGM. And each stage of oxidation is a different tonal quality. What? Oh, that's just silly. That's just going to make things really ridiculous. And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who may be interested in trying to catch a Rhydon. The concept of basically having the entire brass section before we actually have brass in game. Oh, no, I'm just trying to use this in. I don't tend to mine much cobblestone nowadays. I tend to use Silk Touch constantly. So let's actually get some cobble. Where did that go? I went around about there. After a while, nobody ever seems to actually mine cobble. I know I don't. So all of the evil mobs in baby form are turning into bobbleheads. Well, it's different. They've been quite aggressive with their redesigns on this release. I'm trying to remember, other than all of the mob changes, have we got any new functionality that they've added this time? You know, mobs, locations, weapons. Because I think it's all been mob changes, hasn't it? That's the only thing that's stuck in my mind. Okay, this is our height. That gives us quite a nice hillside area to fill in, he says. But once it's filled, I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Or landscaped rather. Once we've got all of this landscaped, we can then put a building in. And once we've got that building in, it's going to fill in this area quite nicely. What we could do is we could make it a T-shaped building if we wanted to. Or a corner building. We've certainly got the space for it. Actually, that might be nice, a corner-shaped building. We do a corner building. What can we use this for? Actually, Aaron Jesus, you're early. This might actually be a nice area for the other cattle. So if we turn this into a larger sort of cattle pen, it would be where they keep the cattle that they want to have for feeding the troops as necessary, because it's close to the kitchen. Yes, that makes sense. Having a cattle area next to the kitchen. Cowshed. Yeah, I'm thinking that, Shadow. That train of thought starts to fill in, doesn't it? Because we've got this. I'll need a quartermaster, Gordon. Possibly. So this is more for this. So we've got this, which is the goods incoming for the kitchen. And we've got small animal pens and so forth, including a rabbit. But if we put in an animal pen here... Yeah, because the nearest other butcher we have is down in Gordonstein Ward. So putting a cow pen, a cowshed and a butchery down here for the kitchen
feels like it might actually be a sensible plan. Ooh, have we just managed to figure out what we're doing? Gotta be careful with that. That might actually make sense. Cowshed, butchery. Which, as a low building that's hidden from being in immediate view by being nestled into the landscape, means people aren't going to see the butchery area. And it's downhill, so it's effectively blocked from having the wind blow the cow smells into the area. Now, maybe overall, not at all. Wow. Wow. Off to present a recognition award. Hey, it's nice to know that things are going in that direction, Elkhorn. Have a good one, and thank you for joining us. Elkhorn getting to be the nice side of HR today. You get to do positive stuff on occasion. Yeah, HR occasionally do get to be nice. It's not all work evil. Tempted to make this not completely level. No, that wouldn't be silly. That would be wrong. Probably time for an inventory entry. Actually, let's empty the inventory into this cave. Because this feels like it's, ow. I hear spiders. I don't know where they are, but I gotta fill in this section of cave so that they're not immediately here. I'm curious just how far away is... Oh! That's a full spider spawner. As in a normal spider spawner, not a cave spider spawner. We're just in... Skeleton jockey dying in the hills. Whoopsie. It's I find it rare to see a normal spider spawner. I almost think they're the rarer ones to see. You see lots of zombies, you see lots of skeletons, but you don't tend to see spider ones. Because normally mine shafts come with cave spiders, just to murder you repeatedly. Because cave spiders are evil. I don't think I know anyone who thinks cave spiders are not evil. That's gotten rid of a significant emptying of the inventory. No, it hasn't. It's gotten rid of 2 stacks. Let's keep going with the cobble for the moment. Bring this back to here. Say, why have I got a second torch in my inventory? Where did I get that from? And I've just realised I got it from the cave. So I don't have to worry about another section of landscaping that I've left out from being lit up that I've removed a torch off of whilst lowering it. Because I haven't. Oh, that's gonna be quite a that's quite a dramatic change. But I think that's going to work well, because that will put this building here, and it'll be sort of close enough to the Ravager pen that it kind of feels like it's in the right sort of vicinity of stuff. And my inventory's full. So we've actually done quite a... I don't have a button for it. It's quote 200 o'clock. I've just realised. So we didn't actually... We've managed quite a bit today. A lot of it is mostly negative as opposed to additive. Thank you, Shadow. And... Shh, don't wake the kitty. And we have a Noibat in chat, for those who might be interested in catching a Gen 6 Dragon Flying type. Why not? Let's put dirt in here. Was that one? That's normal stone. Let's use this for cobble. And just throw away the wheat. Right. We were trying to ignore that. Of course you were. Of course you were. Let's see. If I go over to this, push that button. So, ooh, that's going to look pretty cool, I think. Let's get this to load. Yeah, I think that's going to look good with a building where all of that stone is. I think tomorrow we can finish off a lot of the landscaping. I might do a bit, do the rest of the removal. And having the armory here is going to look really cool, and helps sort of join things into the where the all those god rays helps join things into where we've got the main keep. Come on, I'd like to sleep, just so I can see this and get pictures of it.
As the sun goes down, there it is.
Come on, son. Disappear. There we are. On me head, son. On me head. Oh, that's nice. I think... So, what we can do is we can bring the landscaping from that waterfall around and match it up with the landscaping from the bottom of this cliff and join all of it together when we do the landscaping for the armory, which I think is going to look really fun. It's going to be an interesting solid rock building. I think we... that's what I was thinking. I was going to make it look like it had been carved out of the stone of the cliff. So we'll have a mix of cliff work and stonework. I knew I had a plan in the back of my mind previously. It's been a while since we've been here. And so the Scotsman's brain is a little bit behind. Look after yourself, Landstrad, and thank you for joining us. It's good to see you. I do love the way that all of these builds are starting to join together a bit more. Because this area has been feeling a very disconnected. So if we put a building here, we bring the roads through from here, down to there, around here, and all the way down to there, and into this. I think that'll really help all of this join together. And at some point, we did ponder whether or not we were going to have a ramp down from this area to the to the Ravager racetrack. But of course, that would actually then bring it straight into the prison area. And I'm not sure we want to bring things down to the to run through the prison area. But what we do need to do at some point, and Raven reminded me of this the other day, is this is the prison mine. So at some point that needs to be built out as well. Yes, I have whole sections of history that we haven't actually explored around here. But these are... So, perhaps an elevator on the side of the cliff instead. That might work, considering that we're planning on putting an elevator in for the lift down to the prison. So have an elevator down from up here that bypasses the level of the prison. I can see myself having to raise all of this up quite a bit. Oh, that's gonna suck, but it's gonna look awesome. More landscaping! Oh well. And on that note, and on that bombshell, as I realise I'm committing myself to millions of hours of landscaping that would make Scar a happy man, it is time for me to consider a wrapping up. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely having you all here. Yes, the scope creep has been well fed. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back in this world. We will be continuing to work on things, and we will be trying to work out just what we can actually work on. I suspect the odds are pretty good. Raven, welcome back just in time. Let's see. When did I last raid out to Deep? Because Deep appears to be building a... Ooh, it's been a while. It's been a long while. Last month. Right. So. I'm going to send us out on a raid to the absolutely fantastic Deep Sky Miner, who is currently working on their design for an elephant. I'm assuming it's the war elephants in their Lord of the Rings world. Yes, it is, because I've just seen the inspiration image up in the top corner of the screen. Still counts as one. So, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Thank you to everyone for joining me, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.